Hi, this is a general reading for all zodiac signs. Thank you, Spirit. I do like to start out the reading with a nice smudge of sage to cleanse the area. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for all zodiac signs. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at horoscopes, the sun placement, the moon placement, planetary placements to get a good idea of the energy at this time. But first and foremost, I always rely on intuition. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. I do believe that tarot readings are a good place to practice using your intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. If at any time during this reading you have a question, do write that in the comments section. If you are asking a question about a love interest or a partner or someone that is close to you, when you write that comment, do write what your zodiac sign is and your person of interest, what their zodiac sign is as well. Or if you're seeking more clarity about some of the cards that are on the table or about the topic of conversation, write those in the comment section and I will do my best to uh, ensure that I help you find clarity. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. If this is your first time tuning in, when we look at that top row, we will be looking at your public life, your professional life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. When we look at the second row, we will be looking at your home life, your personal life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. This third row is final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway. And many times you will find that this third row really does help bring together the reading and help you find clarity that you may be seeking at this time. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the Lover's card. The Lover's card can represent the sign of Gemini in the tarot, but it talks about coupleships, partnerships, working relationships, either private or personal. And that is backed by the Chariot card. And the Chariot card, sometimes I like to call that the ultimate victory card, but it really is about competition, a competitive environment involving a partnership or working relationships. And let's see how that competition plays into the rest of your reading and how appropriate that we did label or name this reading the freedom to step into your power. And it looks like there is a competition between you and at least one other person that is allowing you or really motivating you or initiating you into stepping into your power. And let's see how that plays into the rest of this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. And I like that we start with this Three of Pentacles. As we can see, that is a group setting, and someone has something that others are needing to hear or that they are hanging on your every word. Important meetings, important gatherings. And that is followed by the Three of Cups. And I like that we have 2 threes in a row. That is confirmation. And the 3 in tarot can represent creativity, mystery, and our intuition. And also time. Time is of an essence. Thank you, Rasha. Okay, like three ball welder, karma true feeling for me and next actions. I'm a, is it Rashana, Rachna? I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And so are you asking about someone's feelings for you? And are you asking what their actions are going to be or what are your actions should be? And could you please state what your zodiac sign is and what their zodiac sign is, please? I would like to have that information before I try to delve deeper into helping you find some clarity. Thank you. And again, 3 can represent time. And the pentacles in the tarot represents the physical being, our foundation. And the 3 of Cups, or excuse me, the cups in tarot represents the emotional, the spiritual. And so we're dealing with both sides. We're dealing with the seen and we're dealing with the unseen. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay, thank you. So we have, thank you, Spirit, messages for Rashana. Thank you. 1 card for Rashana. And okay, and so Rashana, when I pulled a card for you, we received the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is asking that you slow down. Whatever is coming in for you and bow welder is slow. It's slow. I think that this relationship is going to need at least a year to develop. And so during this next year, you're going to want to go slow and steady and let it develop. And be very guarded with your feelings and be very patient with how the relationship is developing. Thank you. And Joanna, like 4, I have any secret admirers. And so does Joanna have a secret admirer? Thank you, Joanna. 1 moment, please. Thank you. It looks like, yes, you do. Although it looks like the secret admirer that you have, maybe you're not as interested in them as they are in you. As we can see, as demonstrated by the 4 of Cups, coincidentally enough, Joanna, we can see that the universe is bringing in a gift, but we can see the receiver here is not as interested in the gift. It looks like the interested party, which I believe is you, Joanna, is interested in someone else. So who is your secret admirer? I don't think that you are interested in your secret admirer. You are interested in a potential another interest. Thank you, Spirit. Good looking cookie. And so good looking, the cost of a tarot reading. That depends on the tarot reader. I never charge for a reading. At this time, I am not doing personal readings. I do know that there are many tarot readers online that do charge for readings. I also know that there are many scammers out there that try to pose as legitimate readers and try to scam out of money. A good reader will not charge for a reading unless you've received benefits. And so while my channel is not monetized at this time, I really only read for donations. And I only ask that people donate if I was able to help them or if we were able to connect. But I am a firm belief that it is very draining to connect with spirit. And when you're looking at some readers online that are reading remotely, if they are truly connecting with spirit for each individual reading, it's very draining for them, and it causes many health concerns and many health problems, which is another reason why I do not do personal readings, that I only do general readings. And some of my readings are pre-recorded, so I can limit the amount of energy that I'm taking in, the energy that I'm taking on. Thank you. I hope that that answered your question, but I do not charge for my readings. I work for donations only, and I ask that people only donate if I'm able to help. There are many readers out there that do charge. Some of them are legitimate readers, and some of them are scammers. And so Good Looking would like to know if they have a secret admirer. Is there a secret admirer for Good Looking cooking? And so I'm guessing, Good Looking, that you're a looker and you enjoy cooking. Thank you. That's a wonderful combination. I'm right off the top of my head before seeing a card. I'm like, yeah, if you're nice looking and you can cook, most definitely you have an admirer. Thank you, Spirit. And the card that came up for you was the Four of Pentacles. And I would say if you do have a secret admirer or good looking, watch your back. I have a feeling that you know of someone or someone is in your life that you are being very guarded or that you protect yourself around. I believe that you do have an admirer and that you do know who that person is, and that source, that spirit, that God is asking that you be on your guard for this person. This person does not have good intentions towards you. You are right in trusting your intuition there. Thank you. And so back to our public life, back to our professional life. And I do appreciate these questions. Thank you. And so we were talking about the threes in the tarot, and that threes can represent time, creativity, mysteries, and intuition. And I see that we have these two threes back to back, which is Spirit's confirmation that there's both something spiritual and physical coming in for you, that you're ready to leave something behind and ready to move on to greater, bigger pastures. And I love that we have this Four of Wands, which is new beginnings, fresh start. I like to call this my get out of jail free card. If we look closer at what these people are doing, they are outside of the confines of the castle wall and they are celebrating. And those in the background, those in the crowd are celebrating as well. It looks like you have been using your creativity. You have left the confines. Are you starting a new job or a new career? And in the starting of this new job and new career, you are leaving behind what you know, both physically and spiritual, and you're starting a new grand adventure. And there's a newfound freedom in this new adventure. It looks to me like where you were working or what you were working on or what you do for business, there was a lot of unnecessary competition. And I do believe that this was competition between fellow workers, fellow co-workers, or maybe even competition between you and the higher ups. And you've decided to leave that behind. And you've broken free of what was holding you in that position, both physically and emotionally. You've left that behind and you're starting a new, fresh start. And I see happy endings or happy begin, maybe unhappy endings and happy beginnings. You're definitely on the right path. And that is followed in your private life by the Six of Pentacles, fairness, an equal give and take. The Moon card, hidden secrets. There's something new that is being revealed to you. And you are going to take this information and use it to your benefits. This new information that you are learning is going to help you create the life that you envision creating. But it is going to require that you go within, that you search within. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener. You've been holding back in a relationship due to past fears. Let's remember that fear is false evidence appearing real. And what fear actually does for us, it indicates to us what needs to be healed. It directs us towards what is important for us. And healing really begins with honesty. Before we can be honest with others, we need to be honest with ourselves first. Where is this hurt coming from? That is the question. And the root of where this hurt is coming from, that is the hidden that is going to be revealed. And I believe as soon as you reveal where this past hurt originates from, you're going to be able to open up yourself to letting love in and building deeper and stronger relationships. There is a family member or close friend that is going to offer you the support and the help that you need. And in their advice is also an opportunity to learn something new. something new about yourself. It's like when this person or this family member offers you support and advice, they offer you advice through an experience that they had. And this experience that they had, while not exact, is similar to your situation, is similar to your hurt. And so when it's almost like when this person is sharing their story, consider what is the advice that you would have given them. And that is the advice that you take for yourself. Oh, wow, that was really intense. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. And I love that that is followed by the strength card. And that strength card, you know, it could be that you are a Leo, or it could be that you're dealing with a Leo. But the strength card is really about look at you go, watch you go. You're doing something, and you're doing something that only you can do. If we look at what she's doing, she's putting her hand in the lion's mouth. And what bravery and what courage does it take to put your hand in the lion's mouth? But look at her face, look at her reaction. She's not doing it for the crowd. She's only doing it for herself because she knows that she can. And that is empowerment. That is empowerment. And that is followed by the Ace of Swords, which is the highest wisdom, the highest knowledge, the highest information. And this highest wisdom, highest knowledge, highest information, I believe, is coming from within. Again, it's, the best advice that we can take is our own. And what advice would we give to a family member? What advice would we give to a loved friend? And that's the advice that we should take and give ourselves. Thank you, Spirit. Messages. And I love, look at you here. You have the world in your hands. The world, looking out into the future, looking out into the great unknown, looking at all of the wonderful options that we have available to us. And here you are with the world in your hands. The 2 in tarot represents balance and choice. And the wands in tarot represents the powerful. And it's the power that comes from within, the divine spark that each of us has within us, our souls, and listening to that. And each of us have such a grand spiritual power within us. And I see you tapping into that, and you using that. And you're using that to come up with a plan of action. The 7 of Swords is about a plan of action, how to move forward. How to move forward. That is what we're planning. And again, as we're planning, as we're thinking, as we're contemplating on how to move forward, trust that teacher within. Trust your guiding light, that knowledge and that wisdom that is coming from within you. When we follow our light, when we trust our hearts, we trust our intuition, we trust our gut, that is spirit talking to us. That is God. That is source talking to us. And you are being divinely led and divinely guided at this time. And that is the message that I have for the listener today. Before I let you go, is there any questions that you would like to ask, or is there any clarity on any of the cards that are on the table today? Before I let you go, if there is any question, please do write that in the comment section. I am on a little bit of a delay, so sometimes the last few moments of the reading get a little bit awkward. And I think in last evening's reading, I did cut someone off, but I did write that in the comment section before I let them go. So if you do have a question and you do write that in the comment section, I will reply as it pertains to this reading, but it may take a few hours before I reply. And I also invite you to watch your live reading during the week. So on Sundays is my free for all, which is for all zodiac signs. And then let me get my calendar here so we can, I make sure that I get that right here. What did I do with that calendar? I have it. Oh, there it is. And so for the water signs, your live reading is Wednesday evening. For the air signs, your live reading is Thursday evenings. For the fire signs, you are Friday nights. And for the earth signs, you are Saturday evenings. And again, on Sunday evenings, it is the free for all. On Mondays and Tuesdays, I do have my recorded individual readings that come out. And many times, if you watch your reading on Monday or Tuesday for your zodiac sign, or even if you're cross watching, if you watch your reading for the zodiac sign of a love interest or who you may have questions about, you may find some clarity. But then if you watch your element sign live reading, during that reading, you can ask questions or find additional clarity. And that is the message. And I really do hope that you have a wonderful evening and a blessed week. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope to maybe answer some questions for you in the future. Thank you.